So, while we are here, let's talk about pull punches. Let me think of a good map. We did Oasis, right? Yeah, we did Oasis. There it was.
We had some successful ones on Lijiang. Oasis was scuffed as hell.
Lijiang, I only recorded Swag's POV,
That's fair.
I think.
I have all of them.
Yeah.
Well, from my point of view.
Then upload Lijiang then.
It's on my Twitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at it.
I have the whole scrim block on my. Oh.
Okay. Awesome.
All the way in the back line.
Play corner. Play this.
Their ground. Right now, you're on the cart. It's useless. You want to put one person on the cart.
Why do I sound like
Everybody
I echo?
else goes up on and waits on the high ground and gets ready to initiate.
I do?
I don't hear it.
Because, you know, that's where they're
I'm just
sitting. So
kidding.
we
You
all
can-
go up on top of the
On this
stairs
VOD, I
there.
sound like I echo.
In my VOD?
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
What?
Maybe check my Discord overlay, see who's echoing.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, I changed the link to be the one that we're doing for pull punches.
Wait, what?
He replaced it.
Yeah.
Oh, you edited it. Okay. I was like, I don't see a new one. Then I saw edited.
Right. So.
Just ignore it. Yeah. Okay. Just want to be sure we're on Numbana. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be going to. We're gonna just do pull punches to start off with for us.
Fights one.
Oh yeah, Sticks, did you ever, like, your audio isn't on your own Twitch recordings? Like your mic.
My mic?
Yo, get this
Yeah.
one. No shot. Doom.
It should be on this one.
Okay.
All
Okay.
team like the
Heard
Last.
that.
When you
it was
fall-
working.
They're running.
Okay, yeah, here we go. You guys in?
Mm-hmm.
Hold up.
You should be at 33:30.
Give me a sec. This window takes up my entire. Is this what I'm? How do I see the time? Because it doesn't show.
What time?
Oh.
Try refreshing the page and maybe zooming in or out. Or zoom out.
There we go.
Let's see if we should. Okay, is everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Where are we? 33:30.
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready.
They have Amara, they have...
They're running.
Shield there.
Okay.
Do you understand why?
No.
Right. So, they're coming in. You see, they're not exactly here, but they're here.
Mhm.
That means they have this entire area,
Mhm.
which means they have sights of pretty much everything over there.
Okay.
But you want to set yourself up for an angle for a punch here. Your options is actually not up here. At first, unless you know that your Doomfist is on this side of you, because he can't
Okay.
go over that, right?
Okay.
Right. You have to be aware of. This is where Doomfist and Arista, like, they need to look. Okay, where do we pull punch? Okay, our options are here, here, maybe here if they drop or if they come out a little bit. But other than that, it's just not safe. Maybe even over here if you're lucky. But then at this point, like you're like pulling behind everybody, and you're probably just gonna hit the tank anyways. So
What would be the
Hmm?
what would be the difference between playing where like putting a shield where you are and then or like playing the opposite side of that pillar?
I mean playing on like that side.
Yeah.
So you can definitely do that. But the only issue is you are all behind a wall, and that is directly behind you. So it's a really big thonkers. And unless if they're not running Doom, then yeah, you can play there. Because then it's harder for you guys to get walled off. Because otherwise, if they've made, they're gonna wall you off here, or they can wall you off here, or they can wall you off there. But if you're all back in this back corner, then you won't all get walled off. Unless you guys just push up too much. Unless somebody pushes up too much. So like holding here to start off with before we actually realize what they have is probably okay. Because like the things that get punched off of is right behind you, and then over there it's kind of like a slanted wall. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. So we have the point. We hold point, and we just have to watch out for their pull punches now because you know it is a little dangerous. It is a bit of a dangerous point. So our options would be either pushing up to here, or maybe just here. Maybe even like on the stairway a little bit so that it goes over. So that way, if your team's kind of just chilling on that side, they're not going to get dicked so hard. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah,
High, they're high.
I have not seen the yet.
cool, we did it.
Play around pillar, play around pillar. I have no shield.
Cool, we have good. Yeah, okay.
This was just a late pull punch. Like I was really late on the pull punch.
Like I'd say you should be doing that right now at the very latest. So like, is that Doomfist right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it is.
I think it's Sigma.
Might be Sigma, yeah.
Might be Sigma or Doom.
There's
Yeah,
a Doom.
Sigma.
There's a
No,
Doomfist.
There's my foot. Nice.
that's his butt.
Right. So now look at where they are.
They're running.
Yeah, I can't punch in there because I can't uppercut out. Like I'll just get fucked.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Why isn't that true? What am
I
I gonna
think
slam
you-
to? I can't slam to
You
pillar.
uppercut and then you slam that guy right there.
Well, yeah, but they'll just get me because there's no shield down right now. Sigma's shield's gonna break in a hot second. It's already cracking.
So you're saying
I
it's
prefer to
not
pull like
okay? So
on the wall, not inside.
yeah, that's makes more sense to do it right there.
They're running. Reaper
So
now.
yeah, right, because he wait shit.
Play around pillar.
Because like there, boom, they're gonna punch in right then.
Yeah.
Your Sigma needs to watch out for this. He should be like looking for the Doom and looking to rock him. Because if Doom is in this pile and maybe we don't see him because of visual clutter, but if Doom is in the front line, that's bad because then like he should be easily rocked or you should be easily be able to bunker yourself before he punches. That way, hopefully nobody gets hit. And then also, if he's not on the side, if he's not in the front, that means he's on an off angle. Maybe he's over here. Maybe he flanked all the way over there already, but we know he didn't. So he's got to be over here, or maybe even over here. But I don't think he's over there because we would have heard it. So he's got to be over here. So which means pull punch is directly in this line, right? Whatever's over there, they're dying. So Sig's got to rock that, hopefully. Or you know we can just take 2 steps over and halt, or whatever the fuck, bunker, whatever it is. What is that?
Fortify?
Yeah,
Fortify.
fortify. Right.
Play around pillar. I have no shield.
They're running. Reaper
Where'd the
down,
punch
Reaper
go?
down.
Wow, that's a
Oh,
late ass
Reaper.
punch.
Yeah,
Okay.
punch.
Into our Reaper.
Right. So Reaper could actually be playing over here, or even like over here, at that time for an off angle.
Who's our Reaper?
He's behind your Sigma.
Yeah, behind your left.
Punch.
I know
You wanna
Valentine knows
pull
how to off
punch?
angle.
Right now, right now, right now.
Right. Why did we pull here? Because we just thought it was late, right? I mean, well,
Yeah.
because
We
we
pulled
just
because we thought it was late.
right. So pull with a purpose and not a panic, right? So you know they're coming in this way, right? So where do you want to pull it? And you know your Doom's like on top of you pretty much right now, which is fine. Maybe he even like took an off angle to the other side of this pillar. I mean that one's probably actually a little dangerous. I'd probably say at this point your only option is to sit behind Orisa as Doom.
What do you do if they're all clumped up like that? Like,
You don't pull them together. You pull like a side of them. Okay, so the only where do you pull against the wall, right?
yeah.
So like right exactly now, they should be if we pull right here, maybe like a foot before it hits the inner part of the circle, right? They will get yoinked out, and then Doom can charge it.
Like one by one, or like, cause
No, you can get like three of them. It's fine. Um, it's just it's on Doom to try to actually aim. It's not always possible because like there's so many things and hitboxes are massive. But like if we pull here, these guys are gonna get yoinked. I think these guys won't even get touched by it. So yeah, like then we can just punch right into that wall and he can E out easily. Because like this is a pull wall, this is a pull wall, these are maybe a pull wall. This is a pull wall or a pull column.
well, the thing about like in this frame
Mhm.
was I wasn't sure if they cleared the door frame yet, and I wanted to wait until I could get like a definitive pull. You know, like sometimes the pull gets detached.
Right. So you just need to stop it like the second you see it, it connects to like one or two people, you can just stop it right there and like yoink them in.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure these guys are walking in right now. If you threw it out right now and stopped it right before it actually hit the wall, like a foot before it hit the wall, because like there's like a little angle, right?
Mhm.
It looks like that. And if you pull this and they're walking out this way, it's gonna yoink that guy in.
Mhm.
So that's what we could do right there, and that's what we should do.
Punch, we gotta
Um,
punch.
But like
You
also look
wanna
where we
full
actually
punch?
pulled,
Right now,
where
right
we
now,
stopped the
right
pull.
now.
Like, where's he gonna hit? What's he gonna hit? He's gonna hit a fortifying Orisa, punching Doom. He's not gonna get through anything.
And if I'm behind you, it's not gonna hit anything. No wall.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and like also that's a weird ass angle. Like he's not hitting anything through that. Feels bad. If you did it here, that would actually be pretty good. Because if he's on you on this side, he might even be able to like sneak in, get one of these guys.
Mhm.
Now?
I have to
Also,
get the Orisa.
Poppy, when do you start punching?
Either I call it and I'm already punching, or he calls it and I start as soon as you.
Okay,
So it depends on who calls it, really. If I'm calling it, I'm already charging.
that's probably a bad idea unless you absolutely know. Okay, so right, I was at fault of that too. Like I start punching before my Orisa knows what the fuck is going on. Because I think like they're walking in. Like if they were all back here, and I was over here, and they were walking in like by the time they hit like right there, I'd be like charging my punch and say like pull wall, and then she wouldn't know what the fuck I'm talking about because she knows they're there, but she doesn't think it's smart because they're just gonna put a shield out in 2 seconds, and I'm an idiot for punching early because I think they're gonna be there, right?
Mm.
But yeah, so like I'd say it's better to you say let's like okay when you notice that they're coming in here, right? You want to say let's get ready for punch on wall.
Right.
Hopefully Styx understands that it's this wall, or it's possibly even that, but that one's a little dangerous, or that one's not as dangerous. If they sit down before they like peek this doorway, then this is your pull wall. Possibly that if you guys were on this side. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I started finding out that against these guys specifically, they kept like avoiding those little tiny walls so that I couldn't punch into it. Like if they saw where I was, they would position or they would like scoot off to the side so my punch would have it slide past it.
Where were you
Which
playing?
was really annoying.
Were you playing behind
like
Orisa, or were you taking it off
like
angle?
here, like if they were engaging from this way,
Mhm.
uh,
Yeah,
and
no,
we were
you
playing
would
like
actually
here.
want to be like in this area to not actually
Okay.
be seen, because what the fuck are you gonna do? Shoot a 66 damage into the shield? Haha, yeah, no. Um,
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
So yeah, shoot 1-2, nobody cares. But it's not gonna do much. And like
Okay.
you don't want to give away your positioning because like maybe you're on that wall, getting
Right.
ready to punch him in this way. Um, but yeah, just hold here, and then that way
Okay.
you can sidestep, punch into that, punch into that, punch into that.
So should we set up like a spot where we want to defend and just have like I don't know, defend like over here on this side of the pillar, and then like say if they come this way we pull this wall, if they come this way we pull this wall. Should we just have predetermined spots so it's easier?
This should be common knowledge that you don't need to say beforehand.
Okay.
You might need to say this in ladder or something because you know risks don't know shit, and you can like shoot at that wall, say punch or like pull the wall that I'm
Yeah, I
shooting.
put sprays there.
Yeah, like putting sprays there, that's not an option if you don't have the point yet, right? But if you got like this is why we're doing this together because like you both need to be on the same page. Like pull if they're coming in here, you pull in front of this wall or that or that.
Yeah.
If they come in here, you pull there, maybe there. Um, right?
Okay. And the last thing was the Doom punch changes. The charge time is going to be much longer.
Don't worry about that
Is-
until next
is-
week once I figure that out.
Okay.
I honestly don't think it's gonna change much. Maybe it's just gonna take an extra half a second for you to punch in, which is going to let them like realize where you are.
Right, that
So
would
it
be-
means maybe no actual kills, and we all have to go in faster on the punch.
Would that mean that you would need to charge up before the pull, like I had been mistakenly doing that, or no? 'Cause
You
it's
might
like-
need to charge it a little bit earlier for the pull, maybe, yeah. But I mean, it's all in you guys' communication. If one of you are saying ready, and then the other one says ready and pulling, and then when he says ready, and like if you know they're actually walking in, then I'd say you can start pulling because they're gonna walk around that corner and you can just smack them. Because he's gonna pull. It takes 1 second to fully charge punch, and it takes under a second for this thing for the pull to like travel a good distance. So like getting that pull punch immediately is pretty. It's pretty time dependent, right? Like you guys gotta communicate that properly, which is why I'm asking like if you like to punch early, it's kind of bad because then Stick doesn't have time to react and actually get a good pull. And if you punch too late, then Stick is pulling too early. Right? Because it takes like what under a second and then like 0.25 seconds to actually make the pull.
Mhm.
So like when I see the green ball get close to where they are, I know where they're gonna get pulled. Because like if they get pulled here versus here, that's not a difference for you.
Right.
So like you can just punch directly there once it's like close to them. And maybe Styx is listening for your release. So he halts or like he stops the halt if he knows if he sees like he's actually connecting to people. If not, then like he can if he doesn't see you shooting out. Styx, if you don't see Poppy shooting out and the thing hasn't even touched anybody yet, then like let it run. Make sense?
Okay.
Does that answer the questions we
You
had?
mean letting the? You mean letting the?
Yeah, don't
halt-
halt early. Yeah, if it's not attached to somebody. Um,
So if I like connect but don't kill anyone, I should come out. Obviously.
Yeah, you
but what
should
if I
always
do
come out,
kill someone?
unless
Should I
you-
in with my abilities or no? Just come out always.
yeah, always come out. The only
That's
time you
why I
don't come
die
out
more than-
is when you get
is if
rocked.
you have ults.
No, when you get rocked, then you do, then like you're probably dead. So you should try to get out. But at the same time, like if you do have ult, then you would ult, to save yourself, because like that it's totally fine to save yourself with Doom ult, because Doom ult is not as strong as Reaper ult for comboing with Flux.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
and-
because I find myself inting in after I get a kill a lot, and then having to ult out and feel like I fucked the economy really bad.
Because like
So
if
I
you
should
know
probably
that they're
change that.
pushing in, right, and you have
Yeah.
Doom ult,
Mhm.
like if you know they're punching in, so you like punch early, and say save pull for my ult,
Right.
so you punch in and they're sitting there because they don't want to walk in for it, so
Yeah.
you like kind of zoom past them, then you immediately ult, and then that's exactly when Styx throws out his ball to get it, because the second you ult, they fucking scatter like cockroaches.
Yep.
So that's when you want to pull before they actually get too far. Don't pull tanks, pull everything but tanks, pretty much. And then Poppy's just in the air above them, looking for that green pull. The second you see the green thing stop, that's exactly when you land.
Yep. And against Bastions, should I even ult the Bastion? Because I feel like the healers just kind of wait and then just immediately pocket him as soon as I come down and I can't kill him. Because he lives through it, right? He has
We'll
armor.
get to that later.
Health.
We'll get to that later because that's really like dependent on stuff.
Okay.
But it is a thing. I actually have
Yeah,
a
'cause
clip
I've been-
that we can see.
I
for that.
tried to do it and he just never fucking died. Even
Yeah, because
without
nobody had
field.
follow up and nobody was
So-
there to kill the to kill the lamp.
No, we got out lamp and I waited for it to go away before I did it, and I just couldn't kill him in time. You
Because
gotta
that
wait
only
till-
that's like the same amount as tracer pulse. If you actually land on top of him, it'll do like
Well, they buffed
280
that, but yeah.
damage. So like then you would probably need to like uppercut slam, then do a massive amount of damage. And if they don't have, if he's not
I
nanoed and if
totally
he's
did
not
that.
like getting a fuck ton of Ana and Baptiste heals, then he's probably gonna die.
Yeah, I
Because
think
at that
made
point
it.
all he would need is one Reaper shot, and he's probably dead.
So it's just my like the was this Bastion struggle just my like coordination?
No, it was the
with
whole team. It
Reaper
was the whole
then?
team.
It was the whole team.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get to that later.
Alright, fair.
You just didn't know how to play against. Okay.
Try and get. Yeah, I don't know how to call against that. I don't
What
know
is
what
that
the
shield?
fuck
Don't
we're
use that shield.
supposed
Don't
to
ever
do.
use that shield. Yeah.
Ult.
Just punching a big fat person.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What ult? Ult?
Because that's
No,
8
we were
seconds.
grouping.
Yeah, it
But
doesn't
Lucio
matter. It
just
doesn't matter.
died, isn't that?
Doesn't matter if
Don't
you're
get it
grouping or
back.
not. Like, look, that's 8 seconds. Let's say you were ready in 2 seconds. Ta-da! You don't have your shields for another second. If you're scared about getting poked, then don't fucking stand in the chokes. Stand on these sides, or stand all the way over here or over here. You just gotta be careful because they can easily pull you through that. Oh, whoops! What are you doing?
Circling the dead Lucio.
Yeah, it's fine. But like that's 5 seconds right there.
True.
That's actually 6. But yeah.
Close.
But also like just don't. There's no reason that we need to use a shield there. Because like who knows? Maybe they like Reaper once they see you put down your shield, then they put your shield there because nobody's actually there. They put their shield in front, and ta-da! Now they're inting into your spawn, and you got nothing.
Is that a strat? Did they just do that? Can you spawn camp and gain the hill?
Yes.
They could, yeah.
Yeah, like if
Terrifying.
the people are regrouping and not actually paying attention, like yeah, it's definitely possible. Because like I don't know if you noticed, like when you get like 3 kills in like this area,
Mhm.
on attack, and you get, or like if you're on inside point, right, and the enemy is coming out, if you get like
Yeah.
2-3 kills right here, like yeah, you probably can int in a little bit,
Yeah, I feel like we're not aggressive enough when we're up. Sometimes
and
as
that's
well.
usually kind of fine, because like it is a dangerous game, and if not everybody's on the same page, you're just gonna die and lose the fight. So like it's kind of okay, but I mean at the same time, like you are wasting valuable space and time.
Yeah, I try and go for it all the time, but then I like turn around and I'm like, where the fuck is everyone else?
Then
And
you want to call it like, okay, let's like you should call push. Also, can we use let's stop using the word int. That was a big oof on my part.
Sure,
But yeah, let's stop using the word int if we can.
that's fine.
Forward.
Just because like after every fight, everyone's like ults, and everyone just like stands there because apparently they can't ult track and.
I mean,
walk
okay,
at the same
so
time, and I'm calling for staggers, and everyone's just like back on point, like thinking about ults. Like, come on.
yeah,
we
no.
can
If you hear so that this is on. You don't call ults to. You don't want to call ults to, or you don't want to say like ults like for ult checks to. If the fight's still like
Yeah.
going on, you can like say it once, but don't call over the actual like shot calling, because you need to get you still need to win the fight. You still need to like finish cleaning up and stuff.
Well,
Like
what
once
if the fight's lost?
if the fight's lost, then you just say stagger on point. You make the call like, what are we doing? Are we dying right now? Are we just stalling on point? Are we stalling on cart? Are we getting out? And then once you say that, people are like okay, and then you start going through the ults yourself, and waiting for your let's say you died, right? So like let's say you're pressing tab, you're going through the ults of what they've actually used, so that you can tell your ult tracker the second they die. So you say okay, or like if you see they're out, like or like maybe there's only one person inside, then you call ults, and you're like you can do this yourself. You can start tracking yourself, and then you tell them what they have and what they don't have, and you like let the people stall on point because they're just stalling. They don't need 500 brain power. They only need
Right.
half of it.
I
Does
feel
that
like
make
Stick
sense?
should be the one to call end fights because if he dies, then all of our combos are pretty much lost. So
So
mean,
5v6s are
be
winnable.
without Orisa.
It's just harder a lot.
Well, yeah, it is a lot harder, but I mean, like, if you're down one, then you usually don't want to commit ult, but you don't want to like just back the fuck out. You want to like take the fight, force them to use stuff, unless every single one of you has ult and can actually safely get out. Like
Right.
if we were, hold on,
If our win condition was still intact, even if I died, would be.
yeah,
still
it's
like-
every win condition is reliant on pull.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Um,
You should be the ball.
yeah.
Like, what if we Sigma Dooms?
Debatable, but I mean it is
It's a
entirely
bad
possible.
line.
Like let's say it's a 5v5, or if it's a 5v6, then it's like probably shouldn't. No, like if you lose one early in the fight, then you want to just say okay, hold off on wait on ults until, because like okay, the second you lose somebody, okay, you should have a plan before you even lose to anybody.
Right.
So that would be like okay, let's do this here. You lose somebody early, okay, hold off on the plan, or like okay, run back to point, okay, or like let's just take the fight here, just int in, just fucking pull out as many ults as they can, or pull or like bait out as many ults as we can by everybody pressing W at the same time and just fucking swinging in. Does that make sense?
Yeah, if it's payload, just fucking go.
Well, it depends how far you are, especially on payload. Right? Because like if
Defending on payload.
defending on payload,
Yeah, because you just want to die on the card, like as like even stall
Wait.
the card as long as possible. So if you lose one
Defending
early, you
on
should just
payload.
go in. Yeah.
oh, wait, okay, yeah. Yeah, it depends where your guys are, because like let's say if this is like a big bass path, maybe on King's Row or something.
Yeah.
If actually let's do like right, let's do that and then right. So
Is that second point?
yeah, it's between first and
What?
second.
Okay.
Right. So if the cart's here, and you guys are like
Yeah.
here, and you lose one, you
Mhm.
might be able to back out to like here because it's a little bit more difficult for them to actually go in. Because like yeah, that's a big ass wait for you guys to actually go in before because
Right.
you lost somebody. So like at that point, I'd say like let's get out of here because hopefully it's not the Lucio that died. If you have Lucio, you can probably amp yourselves out and just run because they're gonna
Mhm.
chase you. But it's a pretty far distance between the two of you. So you can probably amp out and get out safely. Because okay, but if it was like if the payload's here and we're here and we lose one early, then at that point it's okay, play like a bunch of bitches, stall the cart in this corner. Maybe not int in exactly, but we can like we can stall the cart because it's gonna move in right here. We can stall the cart kind of like just at the corner there where it's a little bit safer, where we can
Right.
use the cart as cover and they will too. So they're gonna be like peeking from here and here, and we're just gonna like fight right there and
Yeah.
maybe throw something at there. Or we could just put one person here. Or wait. We could put one person here, wait for them to die, next person goes in, next person goes in, next person goes in, and next person goes in. But I mean like that at that point then like that's kind of dumb. That's actually an overtime strat.
I mean, it depends though, right? Because there's only a
no, I'd say that's
number of
actually
places
only an
where you
overtime strat to go in one
actually
by one.
hold-
Yes,
But where do you actually hold in King's Row? Like you only hold like library corner and
you
last
hold
point.
this area. If
There's
this
three
hold
three
on.
places you can hold: choke, corner, and last. At the
Hold on,
end,
let me
right?
find
So
it.
why wouldn't you stagger in and just take last fight?
Oh shit. That's a map.
That is a map. Well, this is much better than Noah's drawing. What the fuck?
Lamau.
You gotta pick some art classes, bro.
Okay, so
Like right here.
this
Yeah,
is an
that's
area to
one.
hold.
This.
Wait, okay. Actually, I'm gonna draw where the payload goes. Okay, wait. Oh god damn it!
Okay.
Stop drawing. It fucks with the.
You draw the payload?
stop drawing,
Oh
stop
no,
drawing.
the map.
Stop drawing, because
It
that fucks with
deleted.
my. Then I can't use my like undos for some reason.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. God damn it. Okay. So when the payload's here. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Jesus.
When the payload's around here-ish
Bless you.
or here-ish. Maybe yeah, anywhere in this area, and anywhere in this area. If they're not actually pushing past the payload, if they're just sitting on the cart. Wait, actually, if they're
Can
sitting
you
on the
take
cart,
both of those fights if you don't win one though?
Where are
what
we
you talking
holding
about?
though? Are these
No, but we'll get to that. Okay, let me draw everything first.
these are all payloads?
These are points at the payload where it's good to take a fight because it's easier to contest. It like is depending where they are, but we're gonna go through it. But like if it's not in one of these areas, then you plan to hold when, or like you plan to hold based on like you just give them if the point's here, then you just give them up to here. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that's another point I was going to talk about is that I feel like we're losing like fights before we get to a fortifiable position that just go right past where we should actually hold. It happens a lot and it's really fucking annoying.
We lost a lot of King's Row from getting staggered. and
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you guys didn't have an actual plan before going in. But we'll get to that. Somebody remind me on that. Let me write that down actually.
killed. Okay. Payloads.
Hold on. Let me write that down. What was it? What was it? Shit.
Mm.
Staggering.
Did
What
you
was the
get it
point?
already?
Yeah, losing fights due to staggers or
We
just losing fights before like being in an actual good position. to defend.
hybrid staggered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are areas where the payloads going to be when you want to be contesting.
Mhm.
For second point. Hell, we can even do third. Oh, wait, whoops.
Hey, look, it's green. No.
Okay.
It's a long payload.
That's a special case because that's last fight material.
Mhm.
And it really depends on what you have alive. So, right, let's start all the way over here. Let's say we lose first point. And they're coming in through, right, let's say we lose first point. If we have 6 before the cart gets to this area, then it's 100% we want to be, okay, okay, when we respawn, when we realize the fight is lost, you want to be,
You mean on the point or?
when the fight's lost, when point 1 is lost, or when the fight is lost, when we know that the fight is lost, let's say we lost 2 already, and like we're just not doing anything, so that fight's lost. So whoever dies first, this kind of goes for everybody. Like they should start thinking, okay, or will we have long spawns or not? So like once everybody starts dying, you're gonna realize, okay, they took 3 ticks before we even started dying, or like they took 2.5 ticks before we started dying. So we're probably gonna have late spawn. Therefore, we need to we need to wait in this area. Maybe even just fucking go back there. But in that area, because you bet your ass they push up there. Yeah, so you guys need to hold in that green area, and wait for your Lucio to taxi whoever it is to back here, right?
Right.
So, but if you do have spawns, and you know that you're gonna have everybody spawn before they take point, you have to then hopefully somebody's out of spawn and kind of like looking to see where they are. Maybe we know that they're pushing up already, and we're like over here and we see them over here. Like that's a pucker your asshole. You better back the fuck off, and regroup. But if they're not actually pushing yet, and they're like, if you see like 4 on point until they take it, and you're all respawned at that point, then you know, okay, they're pretty much all there. We can start pushing up. But if you see 1 on point and 1 on point for like the whole last tick, you bet your ass they're pushing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
100%. Does that make like 100% clear? Like, you understand? Do you understand like when you would want to run away or get ready for the next fight based on this information?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So,
One question is
Mhm.
like if we're holding first, right?
Mhm.
I don't know why I needed to circle that. So if we're holding first and they get 2 picks before they even get on point, do we just stall and
No.
die?
No, if this is like literally first fight, you bet nobody has ults. So you try to run away, because you're about to feed them another 1,000 ult charge.
Right.
We concede like percentage,
lose
right?
first.
And then
Yeah,
Yeah, do
you
we
can
try to
just like
recontest?
give them a tick and a half, because maybe you get your last 2 guys in before they get the 3rd tick, and maybe you can recontest again.
Right.
So that's a big maybe. But like if you don't have amp, this is why Lucios tend to be somewhat shot calling, because if they don't have amp, then you kind of just have to take the fight there, and you just kind of just build your own ults. But I mean, at the same time, if they have all of if they have like if they're close to ults, then it doesn't matter anymore, and you guys are about to get snowballed. So you better probably like wait all the way back there.
Right, but then we can't. Whenever like I feel like whenever we lose King's Row, it's because they take the fight here, and we can't. We really struggle to break.
They
these.
take the fight there, as in you on your defense. You talking?
When we end up capping first, this is where we always end up fighting. They somehow always end up fighting in.
Probably because we sit 6 on point and not actually pushing up the second we actually win the fight. And then like you'd have your Moira on point, and then everybody else would start be pushing up here. You know, like okay, are they coming out here? 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 And like once you realize that, okay, if somebody's over here, okay, let's just fucking chase them. If they're not, then okay, let's go. Let's like walk past here, double check that. Usually nobody goes in there.
Oh.
But like the tank maybe just looks in there. They don't actually walk in. They just
I
look in
bet
there.
that's where the Doom went when it contested card.
Yeah, for last night specifically.
No. Cart's not there. We haven't even capped point yet. We're talking.
No, but I'm saying the Doom
No, we cap point.
contested card when we pushed
capped-
up.
No,
Yeah.
that's something else. That's something else. Okay.
We capped, and then
Actually,
we
okay,
pushed
fine.
Up, and then we lost a few people.
Okay,
as
yeah.
we
So
were-
like when there's somebody on the cart, right? This is when whoever is on cart needs to cry out for help if they can't take the 1v1. If it's a Doomfist versus Moira, that's a big if. If they think they can take it, they can call Doom on point, and then you all stop pushing in, maybe.
That's what we did.
Yeah. So you stop pushing in, and you say, "Are you safe?" And she said, "Yeah, I got it." Then you guys kind of hold around here. You have to debate like, okay, do they have 5 over here or do they have 2 over there? If they have 2 over there, you can keep pushing. If they have 5 over there, just back up. Because usually Doomfist will try to somebody will try to contest to help them respawn, and if that's the case, then they might have 5. But like at the same time, I don't think people are smart enough to realize this, and they just might do it just because they can. So this is useless information at this point. But like yeah, it's like somebody needs to call push in or back up based on like what's going on. Will your support win this fight? Will they not? If they won't, fucking amp back, get back there, help them out. And then it's 6 on cart and 5 of them are over here. They're about to come in. If that's the case, the second you kill that guy, your Moira sits on cart again, and you all walk forwards again. And maybe there's 5 of them here. Congrats to 5v5. And then
Should Moira leave card for the 65 and then go back once we win the fight?
so Reaper can actually do this. Reaper can actually be the one sitting on cart. Because his teleport,
You can
let's say
TP.
they're holding here, right? And you guys need to walk here and walk here before doing anything else. Because before if you have the point, right, and you the cart, it's cart's walking over there, and you see them start grouping up over here, they want to try to stop the cart by here, right? So you guys need to get past the choke, and you don't want to walk past it, or you don't want to be behind the payload if you already won the fight, right? Because like this is no man's land. You want to take that. So like if you kind of walk in here and like just inch your way forwards.
We want to wait for amps and then just
Yeah, you want to wait for amp and then like or you pull punch, because like at this point like they're getting ready to push in. Like you need to say, okay, can we stop this here and now with a good pull punch? Yeah, you probably can, because this is a really easy wall to do it on. So and even Jesus, and even if you don't pull punch, then like or like you don't get a kill with pull punch, then you all walk in. Kind of. Well, okay, no, ignore that. Where were we before? Okay, right. Yeah, you want to be like inching forward, trying to stop them from even pushing in from this area. Because if you guys die here, congrats, you're about to get held for a whole minute right there. So yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah. So should we start doing the Reaper instead of the Moira?
Right.
Depending
Oh
on
yeah,
how
the Reaper.
far
So
we hold from
the
cart.
Reaper kind of sits on top of the cart, right? Like on scenarios like this, where they're holding in a teleportable spot. Does that make sense?
So
Yeah.
otherwise it's Moira. Yeah.
So he can teleport here. Like he can sit over here, and then once you guys are actually going in, he can teleport up here. So it's a 6v6 over here, and you can like ignore cart for 2 seconds. It's fine. but only 2 seconds. Like once you start actually winning a fight, then you say, okay, we can probably get on cart now. And then maybe you're, I don't know, something goes, if something's low, then maybe they go back for it. But usually tanks don't want to be the ones on cart. It really depends on like whoever's closest to cart, kind of. If you're actually not doing anything, then maybe you go to cart. Maybe if you, yeah, because like it's like somebody needs to do it. Doesn't exactly matter who if the fight's won. Because you know everything is important. It shouldn't be a Lucio, that's for fucking sure. Shouldn't be an Orisa, that's for fucking sure. Probably shouldn't be Sigma. Sigma's pretty fucking strong in the front. And then Reaper could, but Reaper cleaning up is kind of his job.
I mean, Doomfist can also just punch in. Has pretty much the same.
Right, but you also have a Orisa up here,
Yeah,
and
but
you
you're
can
closing.
and you can pull punch still.
Yeah.
And also Doom's one of the better ones for brawling and cleaning up. But yeah, like if you get low and then like yeah, just fucking run back. And you can do that, and then like Moira heals you up. Maybe Moira's already on cart, and then Moira heals you up, and then they run back. But like, or if nobody's on cart, then you sit here, wait for something to happen, and then everybody says, okay, now what the fuck do we do? Moira says, okay, I'm gonna go back to cart. You call once you like see 5 people dead, then you call, okay, Moira, can you come cart so I can move up? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to work on cryptic, like calling backline stuff too. I don't think Swag is paying attention to the backline as much. I think he's kind of like a midline kind of thing, so it doesn't like hear or see the Reaper coming backline.
I
And
didn't
then Cryptic
hear at all.
does.
Okay, well, Swag's positioning is, I'm not sure if it's smart at all. He might be onto something, but I don't think he is. So like he tends to like be up in the front
Yeah.
for some reason. Like he's always playing like he's tilted. Or maybe he's just,
He's always playing like he's tilted.
well,
think
I don't know. But he's not usually in the middle of the team. He's like, so if this was us, he's like over here, or he's over here, or he's over here.
Right, Lucio.
Yeah, so I don't either, because like being over here sometimes okay if he's actually reaching all of us, but at the same time, like if he's on the middle of you, then he can get pull punched, but if he's on the wall behind you guys, right, then that's fine. But like if he's up in the fucking air trying to boop them in, maybe that's okay. But think he's not. I don't think he understands when he needs to be there with amp or not to boop to either boop them in or just be there with his team for heals and speed. That's something I should write down and talk with him about.
Okay, back to Lee Jong.
Wait, we're not done yet. Wait, are we done?
I don't know.
No, we're
I
not
do
done.
have- I do have okay.
Mhm. What?
So, oh, I don't know how to do this without drawing. Okay, so the
Draw.
second to last box you drew towards
Just
the end.
draw.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Mhm.
The cart was there, and then we had this argument last night about holding the third to last or the second to last. Question mark?
One of those two.
One of those two? Okay. So
No.
we don't hold that corner there on the red
Okay.
second to
If the point's here, you hold here. Or actually,
Okay.
not there. You want to hold here. Because this is a punch wall. And this, like, look how far they have to go to actually get to the point. This is all, if you sit your ass on point, congrats, you just gave him this whole entire fucking stretch, and this is a big ass stretch.
And you're not scouting because you can't see.
Yeah, and you're not scouting because, like, who knows, maybe something pops up over there, and if you guys were sitting over here, you would hear it easier.
That's how the Reaper tallied behind us.
Well, yeah, Reaper can teleport behind you, and he should. And this is where Swag needs to be in the backline, paying attention for boops and stuff, because over here, like if Swag's not inside of your whole team, if Swag's not on the wall over here, he's throwing.
I
If you
believe
guys
he
are
was
holding
looking
him.
for pole boops or something into the pit.
Yeah, because like, okay,
We tried that, but it
one he can boop. 2 he can boop. 1 he can boop off the map. 2 he can boop the punch one or the Doomfist when he goes in. 3 he can amp you guys back if they amp all the way here, then you guys amp like back here, and take the fight.
We wouldn't end with amp, or not? Sorry, not end. Push.
No. Well, okay. If the Reaper teleported up here and they sped in at the same time, then, cause like, okay, Reaper has access to your entire line over here. This is all your amps gonna get you. So like,
Yeah.
you probably want to back up there and force them so that they have this ground and you have this ground, rather than them having this ground, you having this ground, and then the Reaper just coming in and just destroying you.
So,
Which
another
is what
question.
happened.
Right. So I'd say backing out would be fine there. And then I
No.
don't know what you do. Either Reaper can teleport onto this corner if the Reaper's not paying attention. Then your Reaper can teleport on this corner and kind of contest him, um, or you kind of just are forced to ignore him, or maybe Lucio kind of wall rides up a little bit, and maybe or like he wall rides over here and tries to boop him off. Does that make sense?
If because Swag likes to call these like pull boops, which that's fine, but would you do a pull boop or over a pull punch or like a pull
Depends
boop?
on how easy the environmental is. On Ilios Lighthouse, or not, on Ilios, yeah, it's a lighthouse. Yeah, it's lighthouse.
Well,
Not well, lighthouse, where like the point where you can like easily just boop them off if they come in. If they don't come in through main, if they come in through any of the
point
sides, you
that's
can easily boop them off.
literally
Then I'd say it's a pull boop. But at the same time, you can pull punch that because like you can punch them all into the environmental.
I just don't
risky
feel
with the
like a
Lucio.
pull boop is like a
I'd say
good.
pull
Okay.
booping when like okay. So pull booping would only happen pull here, boop there. That's the only time on King's Row. Maybe pull boop if they're playing on this side of cart. And you like pull if you pull high, or not even high, but like pull as far back as possible. Um, hold on,
It just feels like pull punching gives us a more secure kill.
yes, pull
since we
punching
don't-
is the way to go. And then there's a few times where pull boop is cool, and it could actually really work. And at the same time, you could like pull punch that because if it's in the right angle, then Doom can Doom like maybe Doom's over here. Doom can punch him into that wall, or maybe Doom's over here and he can punch him into the box that's over here. Because like if you're pulling, you're probably pulling in like this area ish. So like he might be able to get that angle. If not, then congrats, y'all just wasted it. And then it's a major feels bad for giving that call.
It happens sometimes. It's alright.
Yeah, but I mean like yeah, if
Also-
you're not confident in getting an angle for your Lucio, then don't do it, and just use it for
Also-
your
And also
mid
puts him in
fight-
danger.
Well, he's always in danger. But mid fight, mid fight? I feel like our pull punches go kind of like
Our cooldowns aren't in sync. Yeah.
It's
nowhere,
because you guys pull punch 5 hours after the fight starts. The fight starts on the pull punches, either yours or theirs. It's probably fine to do them at the same time. Like if you see them, like then you say, okay, because their doom is about to come in. Maybe the rest of the team can see you guys. So that might be like, oh, okay, let's use it in like the next 2 seconds, maybe, hopefully, yeah.
well, no, I mean like mid fight, like after we do like when the fight actually starts.
Once the fight actually starts,
Okay.
then it's you pull for them to if you don't get a pick, then you want to don't pull off cooldown. That's exactly when you say, do you have punch? Or that's when you say, do you have pull?
Okay.
But like it's really on the Arista to say like, okay, I have pull. And then Doom like looks, okay, where the fuck am I? Where the fuck is a wall? Okay, I see Arista. Okay, let's do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because your cooldown is so much longer than mine, I'd end up punching like if I see an opportunity.
Yeah,
even
because
after
it's
the initial
like
cooldown.
if you can actually get a kill, right? Then like just fucking do it. With a punch, then you can just pull and do other things with them. Like you can pull them from running away, and then you can just kill them even better with a Reaper. Right. So like mid fight, it's not as strong. If it's like middle of brawl and everybody's everywhere, then yeah, like then you just need to ask, do you have it? Are you ready?
Hmm.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, if we start pull punching properly, I think we'd win a lot more fights.
Okay. Yeah, for
Don't-
sure. Yeah, because like a lot of the times I'm like, where the fuck is this pull punch? They've done 2. So Mater feels bad.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
We're still doing King's Row.
Okay. So right. So if the cart's over here, and they are in this area, we have to be very wary about pushing in. Like This would be like, okay, they probably have one person on cart, so it's technically a 5v6 ish, maybe, probably not really. But like,
Are we on defense right now?
yeah, let's say we're on defense and they're on attack and they have this ground, right? They're pushing past the choke before the point. Then
Right.
it's okay. You guys really just gotta kind of just hold here and wait for them to get over there. Unless they start inting in really early, then like okay, they're kind of split, and then you might be able to go for a pull punch early. But yeah, generally like you just give them that ground, and like just do a solid hold over here. And if the solid hold is over here, you don't put your shield there. You put your shield there. Does that make sense?
Where's there and where's
Hold
there?
on. Okay, if they're in this area, you do not put the Orisa shield like that.
Okay.
Maybe you put it like, wait, shit. Drawing is hard. Like that, where like only part of it peeks out. So that way, because the fight is actually over here. That's your safe ground. And like just being able to just peek and get a little bit of poke, that's kind of useful for Sig and stuff, and you for peeking. But like you don't actually need that much ground for peeking. But if you had double snipers, then maybe you do actually put your shield out a little bit further like that.
I can use I can use the payload as like a
Yeah, payload's
wall,
not there
right?
yet.
Oh. Okay.
You know,
I
we're
was-
talking about like pre-initiate poke.
Okay.
And the other thing to do with poke is break shields. So let's say you guys are poking in this way, so you force them to use at least probably a Sigma shield over here, and then you can kind of shoot the Sigma shield. And because you had this point in this spot already, and you're actually holding here for sure, then your Orisa shield should be back by the time it gets back. But if it was in this way, everybody could see it and everybody could shoot it, so it would die faster. But if it's at like this slight angle, then it's a little bit better for you.
Yes.
And yeah, I'd say it's better to do it at that slight angle than it would be to just halfway in, halfway out, right? Because then, congrats, once the thing turns, like you're open this entire spot, so you can just kind of just do that, right?
Right, so as Doom, like as this cart's moving this way,
Mhm.
what do I do this entire time? Because this is like 30 seconds of downtime while one person is moving
15.
this cart.
15 max on
Sure.
that. But yeah,
And they're like they're just poking from here, like, and I'm just sitting here. Like, what the fuck do I do? I can't do
you
anything.
sit here, you watch your Orisa, you watch the enemy team. You wanna be like lining up. Okay, this is where we should be punching, right? Like, or like this is where where I think we're gonna come in from. Like they're coming in here, right? Okay, maybe we're gonna punch here, and okay, then we call pull around here. So okay, yeah, I've been ready the whole time. I've been watching.
Yeah, but they never pushed around corner until they won the fight, essentially. Like
Okay,
until they
so
broke
let's
shield.
okay, if they're actually just chilling here until the point's there, then you're kind of just okay. I'm ready to go here. I'm listening for the Reaper to teleport in. I'm giving info calls. You know, like I'm waiting. Like it's really what you do. You
Okay.
just kind of just wait.
Okay, so it's just an extended pre-fight for me, just calling
Yeah.
out ability cooldowns.
Yeah,
and-
you don't
okay.
want to be absent-minded. You want to be listening, listening and watching, and not actually acting until. Like this is where you get to reset your mental state. Like, okay, where's our punch? Where's our pull? Where are they? You know, you can give them info calls if you see something being used. If you see a shield break, you can call it. If you see a Lucio, if you hear a Lucio amp, you can call it, and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, I think that might be an issue with me. I'm too antsy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause like you tend to like start punching, like when they're like over here. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
let's get ready for pull, and it's oh please no.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and then I
let's.
end up feeding.
Yeah. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Because like yeah, if the Reaper like TP's in and you're still back here and the fight actually hasn't reached the front line yet, like if you haven't reached a pull punch yet, then yeah, Doomfist can like throw a punch at the Reaper, or like he can start shooting things at the Reaper. Make sense?
Yes.
Cool.
Swag had a lot of good amp calls last night.
Yes, he's generally good on comms. Could be better, but like it's probably one of the best for us right now. So yeah. This was a lot of information. So let's review this real fast. Do
Okay.
we understand? Okay, what did we go over?
We
Staggering.
went over regrouping, yeah,
Mhm.
after fight.
Mhm.
We went over how to or like situational regrouping after we get picked on first point. And recontesting, I guess.
Oh, actually, that's a good point. Let's do that real fast, real fucking
Okay.
fast. third point, last fight. If the point's here, and you guys die once, if you have amp the fuck out of there, because you have probably one more fight right there. Because if you all like kind of pussyfoot around in this area, maybe like somebody hides up here, you guys should be able to live, and like be able to recontest here, because they're gonna push in at the same time, and then it's kind of a 5v5, because one person's pushing the card in, kind of, not really, but like you can't just run all the way back into spawn. That's a little too far. Unless the cart's like right here. And if this cart's still right here and you guys are only here and you guys lost one here, then you can like walk over the way there.
Will we chill in the left corner or just?
You can chill behind these boxes, right?
Yeah.
And waiting for, because they're gonna try to pull punch you guys, so you just have to be very careful about that. So like generally, everybody literally stacks up on like maybe probably on the stairway, like so that it's harder for them to actually punch you there. And like if you see it coming, like you need to be watching for like, okay, we're kind of fucked here. Okay, I need to watch and see what the fuck's going on so that we can like stop it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if the fight's here, if the card's here, like, and you lose one, tough shit. That's last fight. And you just gotta maybe back off a little bit. You know, use the card as cover, and like play ring around the rosy. Maybe get whoever's pushing in the most. Yeah. So like when the carts. Okay, let's go back to second point. Okay, if we're here and they're here, we don't push past here until, okay, like this is like, okay, we're like, we can chill, like we have people here, we have people here, we have somebody here, and we have like a tank right here contesting. Everybody should not be in this area. I want to say you can like hold on the corner here a little bit. That way they come in this way because they don't want to walk directly into you. They want to walk like they think this side is safe, right? They think this side is safe. So
Sure.
they start walking in there, and then boom, pull punch. Make sense?
Okay.
So like if they're all like over here, and then they start pushing in here, then you go for these guys first. If you're all over here and they start pushing in here, then you guys don't really move, and you just take the fight right here.
If I don't get a good pull on the first, like,
If you don't get a
pull,
good pull, then God save the queen. We're fucked, and we gotta just make do. Then like you can still punch in, and maybe you just hit somebody because you know you probably don't even need to pull for here, if you know that they're coming in. But like yeah, if you do fuck up pull punch, I mean Doom should be like punching in on it almost all the time.
Yeah, my cooldown's lower. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so like we have other options. They're gonna start pushing in at the same time, so then maybe we play a little bit more defensively. This is why people say this thing is this comp is played very slow, because it's a very, okay, let's walk in this way, and then no, let's go this way, let's go this way, and to like try to bait them into a position where you can pull punch them first. But at the same time, like nobody holds in the right spot, or like it's common that people don't hold in the right spot, so that it's usually there's usually good spots to get pull punches out in almost every map. But like on Route 66, we'll do Route 66 next. I think we've done enough about pull punches for, unless you guys want to do specific spots for all the Lijiang maps.
I'm sure we can just see that when we get.
Yeah.
Just hide where we're. It shouldn't be that hard.
Actually, hold on. Let's just.
I mean, you literally showed me the map of it on Lijiang specifically.
Holy fuck. What is going on?
See, on this point, I was trying to do one. Oh my god,
Which
it's
one?
moving. Middle. I was trying to do punches this way through the door. Oh my god, it's moving.
What map is this?
This is
I'm
Lijiang.
so confused.
Lijiang.
This is
No,
outdoor
but that's
circle,
there.
indoor circle, outdoor square.
Night market.
Holy- Actually, my
Gardens.
Mhm.
Control center.
Right. So, if you don't have Pharaoh Doom, you go this way. Right. So you go in through this way, and you pull onto these walls. You pull onto these walls. You pull onto this. You pull onto this. You pull onto this. You pull onto this.
What if we meet in white?
If you meet
What?
in white, then okay. If you're not, okay, let's say you're here and they're here, you push forwards and you want to get ready for that fortify.
Wait,
And
where's where? I'm so confused. There are a lot of green dots on my screen.
you're white. You're here. They're here.
Okay.
If you're
Uh-huh.
if they're already inside, yikes. That's a really fucking tough call, and maybe you sometimes just have to play here until they start moving into point. So once they start moving
That
into point, that's
actually
when you actually push in. Cause like yeah, if you walk in here, like they're gonna punch you so fucking hard. But if everybody can
Skip
get
ahead
in,
the VOD. If you
What?
skip ahead in the VOD, that was our first fight. We both met in white at the same exact time.
No, this is the first map. We're still on the first like round of.
Yeah,
the-
no, I'm saying if you skip ahead to the first fight of that point, that is
Oh, okay.
exactly what happened.
right? So I think everybody like just getting in would be cool. Because the more people you have in there, like the more kind of brawly it gets. Hold on, let's get to it.
Can we switch the ball maybe? I don't know. And
Right to point.
It is. You call for your pull punch, Ace. What? Go to...
Right, I don't think we amped out a spawn here. Feels bad.
they also
Yeah,
We
Doom,
do.
careful. You don't want to be in there. You want to be like over here waiting before, because like if you're in here, that means you committed. Right.
Oh, you mean to go in bottom?
You don't go walk in yet. You sit here and wait for your tanks to actually walk in. Because yeah, you should not be the first one in.
Also an issue I do a lot.
So let's see what
Come away.
happens.
ready?
You're
Ready? I'm
also
gonna pull. I'm
coming
gonna
away
pull. I'm
from
pull.
You need to go together.
Oh yeah, you weren't paying
I
attention.
got poked out. I
Yeah.
was, again.
And then
first
we
in,
punched
then
out,
I
and
fought
we
it
didn't
out.
ask. We didn't ask like, do you have punch? Are you ready? You just say I'm gonna pull, and then probably didn't say I'm not ready. You're gonna say no, 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 like, and then hopefully Sticks understands that don't. That means don't pull. Does that make sense?
Uh huh.
Okay, yeah.
Another issue with pulling in here is like I'm just in the middle of
Also,
them
look
now.
at the shield, and then like, okay, congrats, you have this area. That doesn't help us. This is the same as putting it here. Like, what are you gonna do? Walk in 2 feet and get slammed still? Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Well, I mean, if I put it further, then they're just gonna walk through it.
Yeah, but you walk through it too.
Well, then what's the
Honestly,
point?
I might even just like chuck it at a weird angle like this or like that, and just say, okay, int on the fucking Reaper, and then
Just
he
move.
forces out Wraith because like if everybody at this point, everybody fucking gets past here, and now this is all your ground. Even though they're there, that's your ground, because that means this is unsafe ground where they have their shield. So like this, we just took that area. We just took this. Okay, everybody just piles in as fast as possible, and we all just get on this Reaper as early as possible. Force them to Wraith out. Congrats. Now we have this area, and we can start walking up.
I think that's what happens, actually.
That is what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude,
Okay,
good
that
pick.
Push in.
Go ahead.
Speed boost.
Yeah, you can.
Reaper,
Yeah,
Reaper,
look at the
Reaper,
shield. Look at the
Reaper,
shield. Look at the
Reaper,
shield.
Reaper.
Okay,
Good pick.
Look at that. That's
Reaper.
dog shit.
Do no punch.
Nice.
Dude,
okay,
good
that
pick.
Look. Did you see their shield? It was right in front of that in the doorway
Yeah, it's
there.
the same spot.
Like, look at that. That does nothing for them if you guys walk through it. So boom. If you use shield second, or if you even thought about it and put it there, like, congrats, you already won the fight. And then all you have to do is just walk in past it. Oh, god damn it.
I just
Where were we?
Side, go into the inside.
I think that's far. Too far.
No. It's...
Reaper off to the left.
Right.
Speed
So that's
boost.
exactly what we do. We all pile in this corner. We all call
Reaper,
Reaper. We go on Reaper. Reaper
Reaper
raids
off to the
out.
left.
Cool. We're
I'm
going in.
pulling Reaper
We
back.
do a pull. We should have
Into
called.
us.
Are we ready? Because we
Reaper
weren't.
can die. Reaper can die.
Damn,
You got a
got
lucky
80.
No,
kick?
I was pulling the Reaper back after his wraith so we could get him. That wasn't a pull punch. That was just trying to get the Reaper.
Why is that
after
not a
the
pull punch?
punch.
They're backing off. I mean, like, okay.
I
Yeah,
mean, it's
we
fair either
did.
way, right?
Like, the fight isn't won yet. So, like, it's still pre-fight, technically. Like, we're still looking for a good positioning, because we don't have, actually, do we have a pick? We do have a pick.
We do have a pick. They're
Yeah.
Doomsday.
Dude,
Okay,
good pick.
yeah,
Push
then that's
in.
fine.
Speed boost.
And that's good.
Reaper off to the left.
Like he's out of wraith, so
I'm
I
pulling
pulled
the
him
Reaper back
and they don't have a
into
shield.
us.
So
Yeah, okay.
Reaper can die.
Yeah,
Reaper
I'd
can
say it's
die.
good then.
I need
bad
heals.
shield. Yeah.
Rissa.
Shoot her head.
Rissa, guys, no
I
fortified
mean, are
shield,
you
no
waiting
gold.
for Sig Shield to position your shield better?
Rissa can die. Doom.
This shield is okay, I want to say. Our team is kind of just playing on that side because they are.
She's low.
Um,
Rissa.
I don't know. I
We're moving into point though.
What is that shield? What are you gonna do? Hold there? Yeah, no, you're not. Yeah, please no.
Uh-oh.
She's low.
What do you? Where do you hold here? Do you hold the bridge or do you hold?
Yeah, okay, look.
She's low.
The fight's won, right? Fight's
Yeah.
won. Don't do that.
What do we hold?
You wanted
Yeah.
to. Okay, if we had
You
shield,
dedicate your shield a lot.
we could put one shield here. We can put one shield here, waste a few time, you know, and get a little bit of spam in there. Because like if they come here, then congrats, we already have a shield. If they go all the way down there, we should have a shield back up before the fight actually starts.
Well, I thought we were holding point, so that's why.
Well, you do hold point, but you can waste one shield here and get poke.
Okay.
This isn't a poke comp. Is it worth it? Like what?
I mean,
what are
so
we
you
gonna get
can
from it?
kind of just sit here and scout.
I mean,
I mean, at the
Sigma's
same
good.
time, like the fight's won. You know they're gonna take at least 10 seconds to regroup. Maybe they're debating you hard, but no, we got like 4 kills there, so like they're waiting, so it's fine if we put a shield there. I mean, maybe we didn't even have to, but at the same time, we don't want to feed them any ult charge. So if we put a shield there and just chill behind it and throw a poke at them, that's fine.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
think
like
they went left side
waste
every fight.
we use one shield here, and that's it. Even if they start pushing in, then you probably don't even want to put another shield there. Actually, if they do push in this way, that this is actually a good spot to hold because easy punches, easy boops,
Boop.
easy pulls. Like this is a favorable spot for you to hold. And like for the time it takes for them to rotate, like you'll have another shield up by the to put yourself there.
Okay.
We go for staggers? Or do we hold? It's too
Hold
late
point.
now, so...
You wanna
Right. So
head up
Swag
poke
should
from
hopefully
the
be like
stairwells,
scouting this.
um,
Feels bad. I
and
think they're
then
already
when
rotating.
they start to go to point, then
Oh,
you
no, they're
rotate
not.
depending on
We
where they
pulled
go.
him.
They're going white, they're going white, they're
Okay,
going
yeah,
white,
look,
they're going
we have
white,
our
they're
shield,
going
and-
white. Wait.
Ta-da.
Wait.
Okay, hold him.
Okay.
Okay, holding here.
Okay.
You guys got a big ass target on the back of your heads. For those pull punches, it's super fucking easy. I want to see more people like holding on this side and this side, right? Put punches can be here, maybe there. That's a little dangerous. That one's actually really hard. But it can be done.
Hold them all. That means
The-
doom
what is that
punches, and
shield?
then that's when a
Doom
response-
punches.
Punch him.
Hold him.
Okay.
Why'd you put the shield that far?
Cursor Sigma shield was there.
Sigma shield, don't rely on Sigma shield for shit. It's common for Sigma shields to put them too far just because it's moving all the time. But like I'd say definitely put it here.
Okay.
Because this is your ground. The second they walk in, you're gonna have a bitch of a time. Who knows? Maybe they walk in and then doom punches them before you even had the time to pull. That's good. But like if you put it here, then like they walk here and then they have spam on you guys and they don't even have to walk in yet.
Hold them all. That means doom punches, and then that's when a response.
Doom punches.
Punch him.
any
Go
ult,
now.
any ult.
I'm no shield.
Wait, did you
Alright,
count
no,
punch
no,
and you didn't even
no.
pull? Feels bad.
No. We were doing.
It was
it
full doom.
Oh,
was
okay.
full doom all, and then I got booped, and then I just.
Do you have audio, Noah?
Alright,
I just took a guess here. I just took a
No, I'm
guess.
not listening
for
to comms that much.
Yeah, I didn't even see the poll like at all on my screen. I was like, where the
I
fuck
just-
is
I-
it? Probably,
yeah,
it probably went in the room.
I think it looks like it got Aiden.
Refer.
That
I
might
don't
be it.
know.
I got knocked
Took a
up. I
guess.
just.
Yeah.
No,
Right side.
you need to
Oh,
choose
no.
the Yeah,
Like,
I think
I
it went in
just-
the room.
Hit the
Go
river
easy,
right side,
that's all.
river right side.
I
Um,
used it. I didn't know.
I was already up. I was looking for it the whole time.
Hold them all. That means doom punches, and then that's when a
Doom
response.
punches.
Punch him.
any
Go
ult, any
now.
ult.
I'm no shield.
Alt.
Oh, that's
No,
actually
no,
really
no.
bad for calling
Punch
to
him.
go now.
Go now.
Doom all. That means
Actually,
doom
because take a look.
punches,
Okay,
and then
they put the shield there. They're probably not gonna walk past that yet, because you know both shields are out. Their shield just went out after hours, so they're probably not gonna walk past it just yet. They need to be their tanks. The whole, pretty much most of them need to be in this area before we even call go now. But take a look at what happens. Like right,
Doom punches.
Punch him.
any ult.
Go.
you call go
Let's
in
just
and look at where the tanks are. They're like not even punchable.
And there's no squishies like on site for the poll.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna.
Yeah, no, that's just too far. Cause like, yeah. Do you get why? Sticks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Go now.
You mean my shield or?
Or no,
I'm
the
so
calling
listening.
to go in that early. Cause like right
Yeah,
there.
it's like a forced engagement.
doom all. That means doom
Yeah, I call
punches,
that.
and then that's when a
Doom
response.
punches.
Punch him.
any ult,
Go now.
No,
Do you
that's
hear that?
swag. That's swag.
What?
Is that swag? I think that's swag, isn't it?
I don't know.
Is the
But
sound on?
that's too early. Cause we said go right now. And that's what we said just right here, up till here. And Poppy's listening to the call, but that's not a good call. Like if somebody says something really fucking stupid, like go lower for a second time in a row after we just got booped, and somebody screams out the top of their lungs, no, then you don't. Like whoever has like Um, whoever's the
Do you guys
loudest, right? Like if you are 100% sure that's the dumbest idea in the world, which somebody was, and somebody said no, fuck you, we're doing it anyways. Um, like technically all of those were the right calls. But ultimately you shouldn't have gone down lower ever.
Do you guys have sound on right now?
Yeah.
Oh
or-
really? Unlucky.
Yeah, no, you never go lower unless they're like really pushed in, and you can speed boost all the way around. And, like if
Yeah,
they're
I thought we could amp to point and take the advantage
Yeah,
fight
no, they
because
have
if
to
we
be
go
like,
in main, there's walls to get punched into, but nothing
you know
really.
those
for
three
us-
columns over here, right? And then this is your
Yeah.
spot. If they're here, then you can amp down there. If they're not, then you can't.
Well, that's where they were.
No, they were actually here.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
true.
So like that, they easily just got there just in time, like easily.
Well, is it because we didn't amp, or is it because
No, it's like the
was
distance
just too
between it.
long?
Like it's the distance between it is and versus that. It's like
True, okay.
yeah. So like
So
the
should we have
distance.
gone through the building like this way, or should we have just forced the fight?
You
maybe?
can. Okay, if they use shield, that means they're committing, and that either you can run away, or you can take the fight because there's a punch wall right there, right?
Go now.
Well, yeah, but
No
they were
shot,
kind
no
of
shot.
holding like
Alright, now.
here, which means I would have had to come from this way and punched into nothing.
Uh,
They were like
coming
holding
in-
the corner, like right here in the corner, with the
These
pillars
higher
here.
techniques.
Pillar. Draw the big circle building. Which one is the big circle
this is a
building?
big circle building.
Okay, well then they were holding like here.
Where is
Yeah.
this?
Okay, if they're holding here, then this is our punch wall, but that's kind of really far. Right? So like this is punchable. If we like kind of peek in through here, you
Mhm.
can take the fight in main. I believe it is easier for you guys to get punches on this spot because mostly because of if you don't pull unless they're like pulling on this corner, or if you have to get a little bit further before you can pull onto that little column that's in the middle there, right?
Mhm.
Guys, what map is this?
Oasis.
Oasis Garden.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Make sense?
hmm
Oh, hey, Flutie.
So if we see them put down a Orisa shield, like mid fight or like early fight, should we just say fuck no and go building?
Or you can say, fuck yeah, and take that space right back. Like, it depends where and what they have, right? If they put their shield here, then you can probably just walk right past that. Because their only punch is, I think, right there. So, like, if they put their shield there, right, just, maybe just walk in through there. Actually, probably not. But yeah, like, okay, so if you just ignore that and walk in through there, you're all gonna die when you walk in through there if you're not 100% together on this. Like you need to call stack up and push in on in that direction, or you just say we just walk past theirs and like
Okay.
yeah, you can say shield, then Orisa shield possibly if they're still here, or you can just throw an Orisa shield even there, or just throw an Orisa shield right there and try to push in past it, and then use sig shield until you get another Orisa shield and put it right there, or probably even down there. Does that make more sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Now where were we? Right.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Something
So I
about a
think that's
pole
enough
boom.
about pole punching exactly, right? And this like we spent a whole hour on that. Feels bad. So why don't you guys take a 5-minute break, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about pathing against bastions and stuff like that.
Sure.
Okay. Because yeah, like take a minute to process everything that we went over because it was a lot of information.
Hey, Law.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I just woke up.
Thanks for joining. We're about to go over pathing against
Pathing
bastions
against
and stuff like that.
bastions,
Yeah,
Sweet.
I think we're like 3.2, 3.3-ish. We won against 3.4-ish last night.
Yeah. Nice.
Got our asses handed to us against a Bastion comp because, well, we haven't gone over how to actually counter a Bastion comp as a team together, but I have been doing it like one-on-ones with most people. So
And we haven't played against it. So.
yeah, so fun stuff.
That's all good. Yeah, no, there's like a specific way to do it, and once you learn how to do it, it's like way less intimidating.
Mhm. And also, like we haven't been doing May against Bastion. I've been telling them, let's just learn Doom Reaper first
Yeah.
because it works just fine.
When you can.
Yeah.
And like you're saying, it's pathing.
Yeah, because like on Route 66, let me pull up the VOD actually.
And a lot of it's on your Sigma.
Yeah.
I gave our academy team so many really cheeky bastion strats. I'm so excited. Like they were kind of like getting beat, and then the second half I started giving them some 3-3 strats, and their minds were just like, we can do this, and then they
Wait.
started rolling, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Wait, what do you
this is-
mean?
So we started putting Sigma, Bastion, and Baptiste. When it's not run against a mirror comp, you can run 3-3. You can with your Bastion. It was because we have like a reinforced Symmetra one trick,
Mhm.
you know. So we use that, and he's awesome. But so we do Orisa, Symmetra, Moira on the ground, the contest group, and
Mhm.
then we do Sigma, Bastion,
Yeah.
Baptiste up on the high ground behind them.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were doing to us last
Yeah,
night.
Yeah.
they rolled us with that exactly.
Yeah, we just ran that, and they just did. We did every map. So yeah, it's really hard, really hard to break.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
want to
really
say it's
annoying.
actually pretty easy. All you do is right, you scout with like a Lucio, right? You want to find out where they are, and you want to make a path, and then you kind of just speed in on it, and then they're gonna be Well, against a sim, it might be a little bit more difficult because of TP.
Yeah, we used to TP the Bastion group around.
Yeah, they were
While
doing.
the contest group was got pocketed.
Yeah, they were doing May Bastion and like walling him up onto neat little spots.
A lot of
Um,
people run it with May or Reaper, just so they can bust shields and bust tanks if they rush the control group.
Yeah. Um,
The contest
Wait,
group, sorry.
do you say Bastion Reaper or Bastion Doom?
Against.
No, as an attack.
I think she said May.
No, like
Oh.
out of Bastion Reaper or Bastion Doom, which one would you
Oh,
say?
to break it.
No, like
Um,
to as a team comp. Would you say it's better to do Reaper Bastion or Reaper Doom if you were doing a Bastion? No, Jesus Christ. If you were running a Bastion, the second DPS being a Reaper versus a
It
Doom,
would be a May.
you just say fuck it, go
but-
May.
May, and if not that, then I'd say Reaper.
Okay.
Because for a couple reasons. Because your
Yeah.
Doom excels when he can poke out, and you don't want anybody out there
Right.
doing stuff. Like, and they're gonna want to rush you, so you're gonna want to just have a Reaper just to burn the kingpin of like the rush on you is gonna be the Sigma, so you want a Reaper just to burn him down if he tries to do that. And the only thing that makes your comp fall apart is Reaper closing the distance on you and like them
Yeah.
baiting out the field, and then the Reaper going in and like two-shotting your Bastion. That's how this fails. So you kind of would you rather? I mean, I guess the Doom might do better there, but I think a Reaper just to take the duel, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, because like I've been thinking like sometimes
everything.
it kind of makes sense. I know for a ladder, sometimes Doom is just better because of Doom.
Yeah, because Doom.
Yeah. But I'm trying to think in team.
I like
yeah,
the
check-
Reaper there. I don't know.
Yeah,
I, don't
I
know if
do
it's
agree that
correct.
Reaper does seem
Everybody,
like a good idea.
everybody plays it with May because she does all that too.
Mhm. Yeah, because like she just kind of like freezes Sig when he's eating, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And like if Reaper can't get the angle on him.
And she has another wall. I mean, it's like defensive too.
Yeah.
And I think one of the best counters to the whole thing is just running your own Bastion.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
do it. Just do it better and understand it. And
Mhm.
then if they're running a Reaper, you run a May and you just win on walls.
Right.
So, in my opinion,
Doom is
you run the
shit.
May just
Yeah.
because like if they run a May and you don't, you have the
Right.
disadvantage.
Yeah. So we can try doing that later.
We tried that on 66, I believe.
Did you?
Yeah,
I think I told
we
you
were in
afterwards that if
Bastion
you
May
were okay
on attack.
on a
Yeah, after we lost to it on defense, we
Yeah,
went
so you
right
either
for-
you either do Bastion May or Reaper May. Well, yeah, I guess Reaper May.
I'd say like on attack it's probably on Route 66 attack. May's pretty damn strong because like half of them int and half of them don't maybe, or you can get an early wall, or you can boost their Bastion up if he's not in the right spot. Right.
Sounds right. I need to see what you guys are doing.
Yeah. Check the coaching channel for the q.gg link.
Okay. I'm in one. I'm looking at a Widow. Is that incorrect?
We're looking at the Toronto right now. I'm gonna find Route 66.
Okay. Coaching channel. Oh yeah, I'm already here.
We must do.
Right, so we're on
They have
defense.
Hanzo on the
Um,
swap.
we're running
doesn't look
Reaper
like a
Doom because
Bastion.
I'm saying, okay, what I told them, if they have Bastion, then we like drop down here and we take the fight like right there into their face. Like we would all need to be dropping down ASAP. Or probably suggested that we hold up here and then drop on top. But I said no, just hold here just in case they're not, and then drop down when you need it.
Did you switch the link? Because I'm still
Yeah.
looking at DJing.
Yeah,
I
I
still
switched the link.
see-
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
what
I
the
see
hell?
it now.
I think the Hanzo's just for recon.
Check the
I clicked the same link and it
I don't
now
see
it's a
that.
new video.
Oh, okay.
Debated hard.
That's fine.
The link ends at
Debated,
C50.
They
Yeah.
have a May.
We're
Looks
on
like
cars.
card.
Is everybody in? We see 133.40.
Is it the Lucio?
Tab.
It's an overhead.
Oh, there it
We
is.
should go.
Okay.
Bastion,
This is
Bastion,
good.
they have
Route 66, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, so like at this point, we know they have Bastion. Everybody drops, holds here, because if we can contest here, their Bastion's not on card. Okay, their Bastion. Okay, we put shield here. Like this is the same issue I talked about on King's Row, right? You don't want to put your shield there. You want to put your shield there, so that way Bastion doesn't like fucking melt it immediately because he can see the whole fucking thing. You want to put him
Yeah.
into a position where he has to like take a wide ass angle, and then boom, you see him. Okay, yeah, let's just fucking hop on him right there.
Yeah.
Right, and I think we like put it
Bastion.
way out in
They
the
have
fucking
Bastion, they have
open.
Bastion.
Go.
But we also
Drop,
dropped
drop,
way
drop.
late. Like, look, feels bad. And also, yeah, see the shield?
I dropped way late.
Yeah.
Your Lucius should scout that.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go over with that with him later. I'm not sure if I have or not. No, I talked about it with somebody else. But yeah,
Don't play line of sight of that bastion.
and then we get walled
Yeah,
up.
and
Feels
just-
bad.
Hold, I'm
As Doom, I don't even know what the hell I'm
You
supposed
gotta
to do
get
here.
closer to Bastion.
You wait for them to walk right here to punch. Or you know, we punch them when they peek over there. And if not, then nobody's pushing anything because y'all are sitting right here and contesting. And no, then nothing needs to happen. Maybe you listen for something up top here. Makes
So
sense.
just a body until the Bastion kills everything.
You're a body until they make a move. Right?
Okay.
Because, like, what are you gonna do? Fucking punch an Orisa? Yeah, no, you're not. You're gonna die for that. Like, okay, maybe their Orisa
I do
walks
die
up
for
here.
that.
Yeah, maybe their Orisa walks up here, real fucking cocky. Then maybe you punch her, and like force out Fortify if she hasn't used it already. Like if she walks in with Fortify, just wait another second before you punch. Because somebody else is gonna follow her, or she's just gonna lose the Fortify and easy kill. Because Reaper's right in her face too, right? He can just smack her. Yeah, like if
Yeah.
Reaper's sitting over here, might be fine. I mean, he's probably gonna get shot under his legs. His legs might get shot, but like it is sort of an off angle, just to, like pressure them from not pushing there and force them to just hold here, and we can just sit here with the rest of the team and literally sit and do nothing.
What do I do here? Like, cause.
What do you do? You want to look for a pull, right? So they have mostly it's just their tanks in the front here, so you can pull them in some weird spot, like maybe pull them on top of a cart. You might not be able to get a punch onto it because like they're not actually walking in really far. If you do, then you just pull, like push them back or push them or hold them still to punch them.
Well, aren't we looking for the Bastion here?
Yeah, who can even pull? 'Cause there's no pull punch that can
So
actually
you can
happen here. They have a
attempt
May
to force.
Bastion.
Okay, so their tanks are gonna walk in first, hopefully. Well, if they're smart, their tanks will walk in first. And if that's the case, then y'all kind of don't do anything. You know, maybe they put their shield down over here. Congrats, we put our shield down like right there still, and maybe their Bastion tries to inch in. That's exactly when, okay, now he's reachable, and all we have to do is turn a corner. Then your Sigma eats, your Reaper goes in with him, your maybe Doom punches or slams in and uppercuts or something.
Do I just get in his face?
Yeah, and then if you still have shield, you put your shield behind theirs and you just go in, cause like that's so close, right? Cause like you don't take any damage walking in there, and it's just close enough that you can do it. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Cause like you want to take the least amount of spam before you actually engage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if like let's say they're pushing and all of your shields break, unlucky, time to go. So like as in time to go, I mean like that's when we start walking in, because like, you know, then if their tanks are walking in, they're either the Bastion's sitting still about to get up, or he's actually already on the move to reposition himself. Because if they take here, their Bastion's going to say, okay, I need a new line of sight. Looks like they're not pushing in on that. Okay, I'm gonna rotate back to point. That's exactly when you want to. That's exactly when you want to go in.
And then who usually calls the go?
Whoever can see it.
Sigma, I guess.
Whoever can see it.
The visibilities.
Okay.
And hopefully we're not wrong when we say go. That's all.
Okay.
So just try and catch him in rotation.
Yeah, and like as an Orisa or a Sigma, like you're gonna have sight on most of this, or you're gonna be able to at least hear him stand up.
Okay.
Make
But
sense?
if I'm playing around the corner. Huh. Okay. Because I don't know, I felt like I was really isolated here. Like I was the only one here. Everybody else was moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
Say again?
I felt like I was really isolated. Like I was just playing. I was the only one playing back. You know, I don't know if we call
you're not
this
playing back. That's for
cheating.
fucking sure. Like, look at you. Look at you. Look at your shield. Look at the side there. Natural cover, my ass. Yeah, you're gonna. The second your shield breaks, you have 2 whole seconds to walk there.
Well, I mean, in terms of like in distance, like relative to our team, because like Titsworth is going in.
He's not going in.
Clue
He's
is
taking an
already
off
in.
angle. Clue's in. That's I don't know what the fuck Clue's doing. Wait. Okay. Well, let's back up before we start dying. Right. So the issue here is this. It came 20 seconds earlier. For starting off in the wrong spot.
Where should Reaper have staged here? Like, I have an idea. I'm just curious what you're
Bridge,
gonna.
probably.
Yeah. Tell you up there. And then even Doom too. Like you could have like, shifted up there and then just like hung out for a second, and
Yeah, that's
then
where I started off, and then
like had a really good engagement with your tanks. And these things you guys have to talk about and like recognize where the kill spot is. And this bridge is just what is this color? Yeah. Sorry there. So knowing that, then you guys can stage around it and pick your moment.
yeah, that's why I wanted to hold up top. Just be easier engagement.
Right. I think when you said that, I was like, no, you don't hold. Your entire team does not hold there, but yeah, it's definitely fine for at least a Reaper to be there. And Doom, if Doom's not there, then he's either here or he's here. Because if he's here, then he's waiting for the Reaper TP in early. Oh, they don't have one. Okay, so I guess we can go there, or we can just hide behind here and wait for us to go in, and then that's when we go in. But yeah, you're totally right. Holding there, and you can probably just slam in against the Bastion, right? Slam, uppercut, get whatever you want out. You know, they have
Thick 45 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
actually that's probably 80 or 90 if you like start here and E, you land right there.
Do I have to land on
No,
the
not on
cart
not on
to
the
damage
top
him?
thing. No, you can like the thing behind this top part, right in front of the doorway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like if you E there, maybe like right there, then you'll actually just slam right there. And that's actually like 90 or 80. Because yeah, if you just another option would be jumping on, that would be only 40-50 damage. So that's like kind of stupid. Because like it's pretty much the same amount of time, if not even more, to walk and jump and then slam rather than just slam directly. Because like once you're slamming, and you're only visible for the actual duration of slam, and then you just have to focus on actually aiming it.
True.
And then once you uppercut, like look for that
Punch
battlefield
out.
and get that battlefield down for your team. And then like you probably like just like
I'd have to wait for Reaper's engagement because if I go in, I'm just.
if you're
dead.
going in, that means the team is going in already. Like you should be the second you hear, okay, let's go. That's when you go in. Because like if you go in early, Bastion's just gonna kill you before you even land. Like the Bastion needs to be distracted.
Yeah, I think I initiate way more than I should. It feels bad.
Don't play in line of sight of that Bastion.
Yeah, that's
Reaper, you gotta
Bonkers
get
from
closer,
me.
Bastion.
You're the only one that can kill him.
right. So we can use Card as cover because he can't really shoot underneath us that close.
It's a last flag,
Um,
just stall.
Yeah,
on
stay
just-
stalling.
Yeah.
Okay, I just come back and
So do we understand how we can fuck him up next time?
Yeah, wait for them to come around, or not come around corner, but come close to corner, and then we
Mhm.
press W onto them.
Right.
when-
So today, if they run Route 66, we want Lucio, Reaper, Doom sitting here for 2 seconds and scouting. Not all at once, because Jesus Christ. You can probably just get away with just Lucio scouting. And if Lucio's not there, then probably Reaper wants to, because he is Wraith. I want to say Wraith can help him survive because, like, let's say they pull early somehow, or you know they have a widow.
They had a Hanzo, so that counts.
Oh yeah, they started off on Hanzo. Yeah, so like, you'll see that. Okay, like if you see they start off on Hanzo, right? Then you say, okay, they have snipers. Then you guys kind of just chill here for them to get closer, and then you just press and hold tab and listen. Press and hold tab and listen. Right?
is
You
a
want to listen for them
Sonic
to
scout,
coming
though.
up here. You want to watch them for any swaps, because you know Bastion's just so common here. If they don't run Bastion, they might. Like yeah, because like what they did, they got out on those weird heroes, on the snipers, and then they went back to Bastion immediately. And
Wait,
pressing
are we
tab.
playing against them again today?
No, but I mean you're playing against 3.3 and 4.4, so who knows? Or 4.1.
Actually, okay.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, actually easy. So right, so you want to start here. Somebody take a peek. Watch for what they have. The other two guys press and hold tab and listen, and call for like, okay, I hear somebody walking underneath. I hear somebody walking up. Or you know, if you hear Bastion, just sit their ass down. Okay, yeah, they have Bastion. Let's get ready to go. At this point, Lucio probably wants to like hop over here back onto this thing, or at least step down here to help their Orisa and Sig and whatever it is to come to this corner, right? And then we start. We kind of just don't do anything until they turn this corner. Sometimes they will throw a Mei, Lucio, and a Sigma up top here. So if they walk up with, if you hear a Mei walking up here, you get the fuck out, because they will wall you off and fuck you up. But sometimes they'll sit on cart. But yeah, if you hear that Mei walking and you hear it close, you better get the fuck out and just fucking scream like a little girl, get out. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then yeah, because like this is the kill box, kill zone.
Just scream like law.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right, this is the kill box, right? If we have to give that up because they went up here like smart people, and we have to back out over here, and then go back up there, that's fine. Or maybe we have to go back there, and then we have to, then Lucio comes back for us, and we all walk in at the same time because if they have three up here, they probably have people over here turning at the same time at that point.
Okay, so when we ran Bastion on offense, they held gas station and just destroyed us.
Right,
all in
so
their own Bastion.
as a Bastion comp, let's see if I look at it. As a Bastion comp, you sit your ass down here and you just shoot at them before they shoot at you, and you should be able to win the fight. This actually isn't the case because you know they're going to be using more cooldowns than you, but you force out double shields and probably also Sigma Eat and maybe even a Mei wall. Just by shooting, pressing mouse 1 and trying to shoot at the shields, and don't shoot at the shields, shoot at the Bastion behind the shields. Right? And then watch for a little lamp. If you see like a little lamp aura around them, you know, watch for it, call it out, and then hopefully somebody else can help you kill that. But like as a Bastion, you probably want to get that first, because like you know, if you're running Bastion, you also have a you also have a BAP, which should put his field like right behind this thing. I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only thing I can actually save it. So like whoever uses their cooldowns last wins. And like sometimes they'll just get off the cart entirely and hide behind it, at which point you take a new position, and maybe you take even a more aggressive position, or you know maybe you hold over here because they're like trying to push over there. That way you have line of sight over there, and you line of sight over there, and they're not easily able to rock you. Also, Sticks, I don't know if you know this or not, but wait, where'd it go?
You can contest from the gas
What's up?
station corner.
Not that you can get. When you shield on Route 66, put your shield like that.
Mhm.
Right? You know that?
And I don't
You
know
put
that.
your shield
Can you
like
explain that?
on this. You put the middle of your shield on this point if you're on defense, and that way it shields from there all the way there.
Oh, that's.
Yeah. So like if you're
okay.
facing this way, maybe you put it like right there, and it would go like right there, like that. That way
Mhm.
you have the flank angle covered.
Okay.
And like you always do that. There's like almost never a reason not to. Unless like you know, well yeah, even when they have Bastion, you kind of try to get it at the slight angle because maybe they have something trying to shoot you from there.
Okay.
Right, where was I?
Yeah, you will need
don't
to
know.
go after bottom.
Okay.
Bottom.
Ooh,
your
right,
Yeah,
so-
Bastion's set up top, so yeah, let's rotate through sign.
Wait for group.
What'd you say? Let's rotate through
Rotate
sign.
through sign.
Sun? What the fuck is sun?
Sign. S-I-G-N.
Where is that?
Why is the audio not working for me? Holy.
Oh, that's sign.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Oh Jesus Christ, that's just bottom right.
Well, yeah, but I didn't want us to like go to the road. I wanted us to go up top, so step through side.
No, you can go to the road because like
Beyond the
you
high
guys
ground?
don't get here
Yeah,
until you
just
even
set up on
take the
high
fight
ground,
here.
not on cart.
Well, yeah, but
Or what the
I
fuck
thought
is Flea
bastion
doing?
would be on cart, so I wanted to like go to the high ground and then drop
Right.
on him when he
This
died.
is where scouting, scouting staging kind of or like pre-fight kind of stuff comes in.
See where he is?
Right. So like maybe a Lucio's, if Lucio's not taxiing, right? Maybe a Reaper's coming in through this way, or you know maybe somebody can peek down there, or kind of like look through there, maybe see what's up. Maybe they see something.
Having worked with a team that runs this sort of stuff on attack, we do it a little differently. Like we'll stage our bash. God, this color again. Okay. We'll stage our bastion group up here and then a contest group down here, which I think is superior to what they're doing. But for a couple of reasons, because they can be engaged on over here and down here. Like it's too open for them, especially if you run a counter bastion comp. But if so the one place that gives their comp problems is down here almost every time, regardless of where they set up. It's just like that's why I set my guys up here, because it mitigates it a little bit.
Wait, do
like,
you have line of sight on this doorway?
Yeah, so what we do is we put our bastion looking at this doorway.
Okay. Oh yeah,
for
because
this
he can
reason.
rotate if they come in any other direction. It's probably enough space, right?
Right, and we're
Okay.
running a May with our contest group, so then the May tries to wall them off, and we just clean them up. So what they're doing is actually easier to deal with. I still think that this door makes this door ideal because you come in with cover with this sign. So that's my hot take of the day. So almost every time, if you really understand what they're trying to do, that this door becomes your option.
Right.
My two
Yeah, I want to
cents.
say
And
in this meta, you should always go out through that door. I don't think there's another like especially when carts anywhere between there. If you guys are going for the recontest, yeah, pretty much always go out through there.
Well, what do we do after that? Do we just like chill
So,
there, or do we want to rotate
you
up?
don't actually leave until carts close-ish enough to contest, or you know they're not even set up.
Okay.
So like, cause you can sit right here and the cart will be stopped right here. And then you actually do you even contest?
you don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's on the onus is on them to attack you, and you wait for them to be in rotation, and then you kill them.
Yeah. Do you even have to peek there? I think you can
No,
contest through
you
sign.
can just sit there.
Yeah.
And you have enough shield rotation. If anybody tries to push you there, you kill them.
Yeah.
Only like if they only them while you're just kind of keeping toe on point. I don't think you even need to really peek. So, which is why this spot is so much more powerful and why their location is dumb. If yeah, you see, you want to keep an eye out for when they're rotating. If they might try to rotate here, so you just have to say like that should be your cue. They're rotating, and then you move. You just move, and then like in that case, I might go under here, and just hang out and wait for them to mess up. Which
Really?
they will.
I'd say like Sig and Reaper can actually just like walk right here and just fuck them up a little bit.
Yeah, but then they're kind of out there. So it's like, do you want to do it when you'd want to do it when you're on the same plane? So you don't have to go up there ever.
Right, because I
is
do have
my
May.
thought.
So
They
yeah,
do. They could
'cause-
wall you off.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, you kind of just have to go for the fight.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, May can fuck you up down here too. So
Yeah, you just have to be careful and nobody's peeking too wide.
I would still just wait for your moment until they're rotating, and then use that moment to go. Like they can't get you there, and if they're gonna contest, you just mess
Yeah.
up those people.
Yeah, this-
I just don't be stupid. I think like be patient. They're not ideally set up. So.
Yeah, so like this goes back to the King's Row night, right? Where we contested on the corners. We gave him space until a corner, where we literally just had to sit there and contest cart, and they would have to push past the corner first to actually win the fight, right? So this is the same thing applied here.
Okay.
Even if we're not running a counter bastion shot. Just
Yeah, if you were countering Bastion, then you might actually want to enter through there, because like you set up right there, and then you have line of sight on everything too.
But if we wait for the bastion to rotate, where would he rotate? He would either go like over here or like over here, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do we catch him out in rotation if we're all the way over here? How can we even
you
get
walk
there? in
back
time?
there.
Yeah, but how do we get to the bastion? Are we engaging on the?
No, you
push
don't.
him,
If
or are we
he's
engaging
actually
on the
too far, then you kind of just don't. If he's too far, then maybe you send a Reaper after him and distract him, and then the Reaper like, okay, let's say he's holding here. You send a Reaper TPing I don't know, fucking over here. And then he walks up behind them, and at the same time, the Bastion notices he's shooting at him for 2 seconds. That's exactly your cue. Okay, let's fucking go around this corner. So yeah, that makes sense. Because if Reaper gets actually shot at, like, he'll just Wraith and then hide over here, or then maybe he might even be, if he's not far enough, he might even be able to get out entirely. But if they're holding here, this is why I said, like, you can just access him right there, with like a Sigma and a Reaper, and maybe even a Doom. Hell, Doom could uppercut the tanks up above so that they can't suck off the damage from Reaper. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then all you guys would have to watch out for is the Mei on entrance. Sound cool?
Yes.
Yeah. What's this low? I'm dead.
We go for a pull. On or off?
But what does that call? Is that just something that needs to be
What call?
known?
Yeah.
Definitely
The
not
pull
damage
call,
or
yeah.
anything.
No, the Reaper and like
Make sure
going to pull the Bastion attention and then rotating onto the contesting.
That's okay. That's a
When
shot
you guys
caller.
are
Okay,
doing the
let's
contesting thing, that you're all
that's a
protected.
shot caller's job saying, okay, Reaper, TP behind, distract while we push up, and then he says, okay, let's push up. We're going to go here or there, or like on the mega, or like in the mega room, or hopefully it's a descriptive call, right? It's not just one call. It's like a whole fucking plan.
Okay.
Together.
Change the volume. It'll get the audio.
I have it at max.
No, change it
Yeah,
again.
just click it. Just click
Oh, okay.
Right. So on this point, it is possible, like if you die early enough, and the cart hasn't actually gotten that far, that you guys can
Bye.
run your own Bastion here, and then it's like Bastion v Bastion v Bastion, and then you just fucking whoever uses more cooldowns first loses. Unless they wall Bastion up, then he needs to move and he needs to get down, and hopefully, yeah, like if you get walled up, just shoot immediately down, or like stand up or shoot immediately down, and hopefully if you have a battlefield below you, just immediately shoot down, and you'll like go down into it.
This is why we need target and location calls.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
lost that fight.
yeah, so like yeah, you just don't want to be up in the air there. I'd say just get the fuck out.
Now, that Sigma had like literally 3 HP.
Because like yeah, Bastion has just such good sightlines on this entire thing, and like if your shields go down, everybody can just peek back to natural cover, right? And they just take the next fight when all of your cooldowns are back. And you don't want to put your Orisa shield down when it's back, when it's ready for cooldown. You have to make sure everybody has all of their cooldowns back. So you have to make sure the Sig has most of his shield recharge. You have to make sure Sig has 8, and that we have battlefield. Make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
And like if they're like all the way over here, then we kind of just yeah, so that's a little tricky. We like then you call, okay, let's hold here. Maybe we back off a little bit, or maybe we just like we hold from above them, and because they might have somebody here or here or here. So we kill these guys, and then we kill these guys because they're underneath us, right?
Mhm.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So do we understand how to go against the Bastion comp?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So with Mei specifically, if we wanted to run a Mei instead of a Doom today, you would play with the team. Like you'd have the same position that you already do with Doom. Your options are wall Doom up in the air, or wall somebody who's pushing up. Like let's say you guys are holding a corner. Let's go back to first point. Actually, they on attack. I want to say they did this.
May's right here.
Oh my.
Yeah, like okay, no, they had the Bastion Mei.
You're not buying card.
And then they walled you up. This is that's what you want to do when you have Mei. If you have Mei Bastion, you want to do that. Right.
No shield,
Ta-da!
no wall,
Feels
no
bad.
wall.
You can't do shit.
Boosted up like that, immediately drop. Yeah.
Okay. We got the red.
Right. Okay. Hold here. When we're on attack, and if they're sitting up here, everybody move underneath, and then you kind of just shoot at their feet and shoot at the whatever shield is actually contesting. If
Yeah,
they
the
are
mage just
contesting.
dropped and just kept
Yeah.
freezing me. And
I
didn't
thought we were, cause I didn't know we were resing that, so I thought we were.
Okay. Then yeah, we'd have to call. We're resing that. I'll write that down.
I need to work on like getting on the payload too. Like holy.
Okay, yeah, from on this point exactly, when the point's over here, right? You have to walk
That
all the way to the
payload's
front and
tricky.
then jump on from the front. That's the
Yes.
easiest way to do it to get it consistently. And like,
Wait, say
okay,
that again?
you walk in from the front when it's on here. You walk in from the front. You can either take the yeah, you just hug this wall so that you don't push it accidentally too far. And make sure Bastion's with you. Bastion, if you're not with the Iris when this happens, you're actually throwing, and it's gonna be a bitch for you to get onto the cart.
I was on the card already.
Yeah,
That's how
I
I,
mean,
did it.
Yeah,
You can't
'cause-
get on it unless you go from the front.
You know, I'm saying you guys need to do this together. Otherwise, if one person's late, you guys get fucked. Right. So like, go in from the front, jump on, and then you can probably put Bastion on the high part and Arissa on the low part. And then Arissa stands on like a side, probably this side. And then we just need to make sure that we have Batfield ready for when the shields go down. And then actually, Sig should be like this part of the cart, because then he can shield and he can also eat incoming damage.
If you put the field on the card, does it move with it?
I
Or is
believe
it
so.
stationary? Okay.
But yeah, but then it's like up in the fucking air and it's so easily shot. So it's better to like throw it here if you guys are being held there, or like just fucking throw it here, maybe. It's kind of like a weird thing. It's just like a heat in the moment kind of thing. Because it's you don't actually have a really good spot for it, so you just kind of have to put it somewhere. Actually, oh yeah, that's right. Let's take a look at these. I just put these clips in the. Watch those clips and then tell me what the fuck happened there.
Is this your stuff?
These
or
are
is-
overbark scrims. Right. Do you see everything that happened there on the Diva Sig?
You guys committed a lot of ultis that fight though.
Yeah, but that won us the fight, and it was just necessary to win the fight. Yeah, so like we decided, okay, you know what? Fuck these guys. We're doing Diva and Sig because that's double eat. Like holy shit, that's actually really fucking smart for the first push. So like
Do you go back and swap?
yeah, we went back and swapped. Like we died for we were held for 2 minutes there already. And we're like, okay, yeah, let's just fucking do a Diva Sig, and we'll just push up with Sig Shield, and then we'll start eating with Sig, and then we'll start eating with Diva.
No, I mean after you won this fight, do you swap back to double shield?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the Diva is in Baby Diva form, so she runs back to spawn and swaps. But yeah, because like, yeah, double Diva and Sig, it's... Unless you guys are positioning yourselves really, really aggro, then like you're just gonna give them time to sit down, and because you need somebody on card. Yeah, it's just, you just need that double shield, and especially because pulls. Make sense? Awesome. Okay, and then yeah, let's watch the second clip where we like just fucking over ult them again because we just needed the win. Do you see how much stuff we did there? And actually what I was doing as Doomfist Poppy?
That was a really risky play from your side though.
From what?
That was a really risky play. I
By
don't
who,
know,
me or Sig?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, me? Yeah, okay, so what I did, I went in, I watched for my health before it went too low, I just ulted. Because my plan was, I ult, their Batfield's gonna go out. I use my ult on the Batfield, then, so we Sig, they use Batfield for that, I ult, wait, which order was it? I knew we had to get,
Sig first.
yeah, I knew we had to get, Batfield out, so we ended up both ulting. And I landed ASAP to kill that thing before, the Sig dropped. And we ended up dropping at like the same time, so it was a win-win. And then Reaper just came in and ulted just to win the fight. We probably didn't need the Reaper ult actually, but we just did, and we won.
What did you guys how did you guys path that? I'm curious.
How do we path that?
Yeah.
Wait, did you
'cause
not see
guys
this?
are on
Okay,
the
look.
back-
So they're in the middle of a rotate. That's exactly when we go, right? If you go to the
Who's
beginning.
calling the jump on the bastion?
What?
Who's the one calling the jump?
Good luck.
Like, I don't recognize the voice.
Go above him. Watch for brush here. I'm gonna pull
I
you.
think it was a Sigma, right?
Good luck. Ready? Dropping on bastion. Right side.
That's Nico. That's our main tank. Yeah.
No.
Right. So they were on the. Holding this. They were on a move. So he says, "Okay, let's fucking go." Their bastion isn't set up. Like we have 2 seconds before we're safe. I mean, we have 2 seconds while we're safe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's exactly why he called. That's exactly when he called. It was perfectly timed. We just over ulted a little bit with the Reaper. It probably wasn't necessary, but you know, it won the fight, so who cares? We'll just go again. But yeah, because like we got out backfield, which was the only thing that can actually save them from our ults. So we were happy.
Fire. Winnable. Help or doom.
Yeah, because like when I landed there, wait a minute, did I land early?
There you go. Mercy.
And I'm guessing you guys
Holding
amped
this.
in, right?
Fire.
Like amp speeded.
Winnable.
Oh, okay. I actually waited for them to drop before killing the backfield because okay, I waited for them to drop, then I doom ulted, make sure they're all at least 20 HP or 20% pretty much. That's what I'm doing there. And then I killed backfield as well. Because like my main target was the backfield because nothing dies without the backfield dead, and so I just went for the closest I could get, while like not putting myself in direct danger. Make sense?
Yeah.
So I can just finish backfield and then we can come in and clean up.
Okay.
There you go. Mercy in the back.
Like yeah, I probably
Huge.
could have
Okay,
even
Mercy,
landed
yeah.
my E on top of the whole team that directly there instead of just like Eing to not go too far.
Okay.
Right, yeah, and if the enemy team was smart, like they would have set up there like while we were respawning, but they weren't, and they were just sitting on cart the whole time. Feels good, man. Wait, that's Flutie's team.
What?
Yeah, that's Flutie's team.
The guys you scrimmed against?
The person that was just here, that's her team. She's their coach.
Wait, you mean in the VOD, right?
In the
Like
clip,
the people in.
the
Oh,
clip, yeah.
yeah. Okay.
That's who we're going against.
Wait, you're playing them? Or
Yeah,
you're-
we were scrimming them.
Okay, yeah.
Right. So did we learn a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do we have a better understanding of the game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Only 2 people showed up.
That's
so...
fine. That's fine.
We chased them at the same time.
You know, I think I just haven't done anything with swag yet. I'm pretty sure I explained this stuff to Valentine, which is oh shit, I need to look for warm-up scrims. God damn it. Hold on, let me find one. Right, so Sticks, Glue, Swag, Cryptic, Valentine, and Poppy. I'm tempted to like swap out Cryptic for Baka because he's actually pretty decent on Lucio, and Swag does flex support as well, and he also does calls. But I want to say Baka's scheduling is kind of a pega, relatively, and I don't know if he's actually dedicated. I need to take another look at that. Because like I'm very interested. Like that might actually be a stronger lineup. And if we wanted to, we can give you guys Waddle, and we can take Panda as our flex support because he's pretty smart and he can probably do it. I mean,
Waddle would be playing tank.
what?
Waddle
Yeah,
would
Waddle
be
would be playing tank, and then you'd be duoing with T and a third underdog or a second underdogs.
Okay.
Something like that. Team isn't too bad, I want to say. But they're nowhere near you guys where you guys are right now. I want to say also. But I mean, if we gave them you and Cryptic, I'd say they'd be a bit better. But I mean, yeah, that would all depend on if Poppy, I mean, if Waddle actually talks or not. Because if he doesn't, then I think if you actually talk and we're getting smarter, then we don't need to move anybody.
Okay. Awkward silence.
Only awkward if you make it awkward. Do we have anything else we want to go over here?
Do you guys have any more questions?
Not that I can think of right now.
Yes. How do I get good?
Anymore.
We just fucking went over this for the past hour and a half. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Actually, for the past 2 hours. Wait, what's? I think okay, yeah. Well, we'll look for 3.1 to 3.3 for tonight because I think y'all are pretty much 3.3 ish, and then for 3.4
Are
you
we?
guys can win against on King of the Hill. You guys like fucking rolled them pretty well, even though we've made some mistakes. So Jesus Christ, y'all could be like 3.5 by the in 2 weeks. I want to say. Yeah.
Wait, did we win King's Row? What?
Well, no, I mean like you guys
We
were
lost
just
all the
getting
maps.
outplayed, but like because we didn't know these things. But now we sort of know these things, so it should help a little bit. So with a little bit more practice, we should be able to like play against 3.4s and actually win because you know like we mechanically match them easily, and you know we can always like our teamwork is actually not that bad.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I have homework to do, so I'm gonna get off until scrim, I guess.
All right.
Thanks for the coaching, dude.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yep. Learn a lot.
What?
Did you learn a lot?
Yeah.
Were you able to actually pay
I
attention the whole
think a
time?
lot of it. What?
Were you actually able to pay attention the whole time?
Yeah, I think like the most of it was shield positioning again.